Hello and welcome to BucketGamer.biz's first time user experience videos. So this is where we play a game for the first time, a free-to-play mobile game. We play it to get the first time user experience, basically to kind of understand the initial tutorial, like people call onboarding, or first time user experience is a technical term people use. So the game, as you can see now, that we're checking out today is called Clash of Gods. So this is interesting for one reason, at least, that it's a game that was developed in China under the kind of there it was called kind of Remnants of the Three Kingdoms, something like that, something along those lines. So the Three Kingdoms is a massive kind of cultural genre, really kind of historical Chinese kind of era. Lots of games are based around it. A lot of the top grossing games are based around it. This was based around that that as well. But obviously that kind of era and that kind of culture doesn't rhyme particularly in the rest of the world outside China, at least outside Southeast Asia. So this game has been culturalized, heavily changed, particularly graphically, but in other areas as well. Now called Clash of Gods, and you can see from this splash screen, it's more about, you know, I guess a bit more of a Western mythology, or it's got some Egyptian mythology going on there, and so we'll see how it goes. I mean, what's interesting in these kind of games is often the graphics can be changed, but the kind of mechanics, dynamics are a bit harder to do, and some of the games that work very well in China just are, I mean, to say too hardcore is wrong, but the way they expect kind of users to play them is very different in the West. So it'll be interesting to see how much that kind of chimes. So we can choose our hero. We don't really get, I suppose, kind of guess a few things about what they might be. Let's try this young lady. Okay, she's felt the power of the ancients burning within her. Okay, I've not got an invitation code. I can have a random name here, not particularly exciting. Okay, go with that one. So off we go. So like a lot of the Chinese games, a lot of kind of mobile games now, very server based, so that's loading quite fast there, so that's good. Obviously, kind of the issue with these games is that they need all this plot. Does anyone read this plot? So I've spent a long time, even kind of covering up. Someone spent a long time coming up with these names, but we basically know what's going on. So this is a bit more interesting. 4 types of ancients, so that's the kind of class system. Card, so we are going to understand, we're going to get some card, there's going to be some card mechanics going on. Taking a bit longer to load now. Okay, so this is like we're going to have a battle. Come on, face my death, yeah, okay, let's go on. Fight, okay, getting off the good bit now. So we can see these are my guys, these are their guys. Am I going to do anything? Okay, so he's played some sort of card, and my guys are my Roskilde defenders, and the Roskilde soldiers are got a buff, and there's a lot now. I assume I'm red. I don't know. I assume I'm destroying the barbarians. They're rallying together now. Okay, she's done something as well. Might's gone up a lot. And they kind of come together. So this is a totally, I don't know if this is a good example of the game, but I'm literally not doing anything at all. And this is basically, speed it up. So whether this is a good example of a battle, in the sense that, I mean, I can kind of see graphically what it looks like. I can kind of see there's some attribute kind of cards played stuff like it's going on. I'm not sure I'm doing very well now. Yeah, maybe I should have been doing something. Maybe I'm the barbarians. Okay, so I got a victory. I got defeated. Okay. Oh, well, that's not very good. Maybe I should have been doing something. So as the tutorials go, this is very confusing. Normally you don't lose in your first battle in the tutorial, but maybe this is, they're doing something very clever. I've been sent a message. I don't think we need to go into that at the moment. Okay, so now we're into some sort of hub system. Maybe I should be reading those. Maybe I don't. know what's going on then. Okay, so we've got an internal mail system, we've got daily rewards, that's nice, welcome to the world, let's see what rewards I get. Okay, my ancients, how do I get them? Okay, that's how I get them I suppose, don't even know what they are. Okay, yeah, done that. Suppose I'll tap on this young lady. So these are other players who are running around. She's doing an auto path. Okay, no wisdom. So we can kind of see already that this is not. I don't think many Western game developers would have this as a tutorial. I've no idea what happened in that first level, and I lost, and now I'm randomly walking around. A 3D hub. I mean, 3D hubs in general. I mean, they're obviously fine. We want to use them, or a lot of game players do. This is not something for casual players, but with a touchscreen, 3D is a bit more problematic than it would otherwise be. And you see there's so much text in here. What's this now? Okay, so Athena, are these my squad guys, are they? Receive the letter, okay, okay. Tick her off and she'll take your eyes. Not sure what that means. Okay, you can see that, okay, so daily events, okay, so very web-based looks like to me. We can ignore a lender for a while. We see, look around the top, we've got some time stuff going on there. We've got, looks like 472, some sort of power thing. You see some, I've got 6,000 of one thing and 35 of another thing. The 35 thing looks like a hard currency gem, the 6,000 look like a soft currency. There's some energy, there's 90 and I've got 100 of them. Yeah. Going to be a bit more text now, isn't there? Come on, let's have a battle. Let's get. Oh no, we're going to look at some cards, aren't we? We're going to get another card, I expect. No, that is my card. So it's coming up. Yeah. Okay. Filter. Well, I've only got one, so I probably need to filter that one. Looks like another character's, another player's doing the exact same as me, going through the basic tutorial. I guess that was not, they're kind of unlocking the user interface there, I suppose. Okay, allies and reinforcements. Okay, so you're seeing friends. Okay, so that's quite nice. That's explaining some things. That's kind of showing the user interface, which is very important. Okay, well, okay. And actually going to leave the hub to battle. Now that is really quite odd. You think you just go straight into battle. Okay, so next chest I need 10 stars. I don't have any. What do I put? Chapter 1. So I tap up here. Issue all of the troop formation. Okay. Alliance interface amendment. Okay, so now we get into something that's a bit more interactive. So, okay. So we can see obviously that we're going to be setting up kind of formations and having to place things in the right area, I guess, when it comes to cavalry and things like that. But looks like this is my power's much more than them, so I'm going to win this one, I think. Not sure what this one is. This is probably someone who's going to help me. This is an ally, okay. Pillage temples, okay. So it's a little bit of a FMV. Okay, my chaps. Minor blessing, and that's fight. Off we go. Here's my chaps. They're chaps. Both have the same icon. My might is it. Okay, when my moral bar meets the required level, tap the ancient icon. My moral bar. Okay, do it now. Activate the power. Okay, she's done a rally. So they're all double the might of the other guys. Chop, 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 chop. Cavalry against infantry, as everyone knows. It's going to be a bit of a mess. Okay, The only thing is, it's taking quite a long time as well, isn't it? You would kind of think in these kind of games you'd want this to happen a bit quicker, but maybe, I guess, well, maybe some of the big battles will take ages then. There's all those streams. Okay, so there we go, victory, finally a victory, and I got 5 stars. Draw a card of my reward, so you can see how the card-based system is going to be useful. He looks like a mean chap. If he is a he. Don't know if Phantom Minotaur Bull, what is he? Skeleton Bull, they probably don't have genres, Okay, and there's a forge, okay, strategy report. Okay. Achilles as a friend, don't know who he is. Okay, that's another player, I guess. That's the guy. So okay, it's another bit of the UI is unlocked, and this is the new card. So I've got 5 in total. I'm powered up. Adventure type 1. Wow. Got some more essence. Essence is going up. Okay, story mode. So you kind of get the picture. I don't even go too much into this. It's obviously, in what I think the tutorial could be improved on this. This is some nice bits. I like the way it unlocks the user interface elements. I think the initial tutorial where you don't do anything, and the initial battle where you go in and just lose and don't do anything is just totally bonkers. That needs to be sorted out. But you can see this is a game that it's going to require quite a lot of work from my part, certainly to get into. I think this is kind of what I was saying early on. This is something that Western audiences, particularly because there's, I would say, kind of more high quality games available to Western players, mobile players, at the moment than there is in China. Which is not to say there's not a lot of games in China. There are a lot of games in China, but they're not so accessible to the market, and the kind of big players, the big kind of publishers, kind of control channels in a way that doesn't happen in the West. So it's less competitive. So I think I'd be interested to see how well this game does in the West, because I think like a lot of these games will find a kind of a niche, not so much in the West maybe, but I can imagine it's kind of things that places like kind of Russia and Eastern Europe might do quite well. Latin America, some plenty of hardcore fans down there. But for the kind of mainstream kind of North American Western audience, they might find this a little bit too hard to get into. But we'll see. We'll play it a bit more. Come back and see how we get on. And on that note, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So we do a lot of this analysis of free-to-play mobile games, do this first-time user experience stuff, and go into a bit more detail. That's nice, that little boat in the background. So there's some nice touches graphically. Spellgun, who the company who published it in the West, have done a good job. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe. And on that note, we hope to see you soon at some point. See you soon.